What's up, space pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster. And journalists in the gaming industry these days kinda remind me of the guy who has horrible diarrhea. Try as they might, they just can't seem to control what is coming out of them. In my mind, these guys are some of the biggest shit talkers in the world, even though it's almost always undeserved, almost as if they can't help themselves. They say things to try to own gamers all of the time, as if that is their job now. It isn't to inform us, it's to virtue signal to their fellow journalists that they're one of the good guys, and it's to protect the interests of their corporate masters in AAA gaming, to shield them from criticism. The shit that they spew out of their mouths, almost uncontrollably it seems, that shit has a pretty gnarly stench, though they are under the impression that it's wonderful.
What is that smell?
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
That brings me to this jackass right here. This is Jason Schreier, a reporter at Bloomberg who seems to hate gamers almost as much as he loves his corporate bosses. This absolute dingleberry here tried desperately to defend Dragon Age the Veilguard, essentially claiming it was a commercial success on its launch day by mocking the popular phrase, "Go woke, go broke." But that tweet here hasn't exactly aged well. I'm sure that when he wrote it, this is the response he imagined he'd be getting.
Congratulations on all your success. You smell terrific.
One gamer replied, saying, "There's no way you genuinely like this turd," to which Jason replied, "I actually don't like the game very much, but I do like seeing you chuds get dunked on." But now, a little over a week later, with the game suffering abysmal sales, if we zoom out here, we can see that Jason has gone ahead and deleted this embarrassing tweet. He recognizes it was just pointless journalist verbal diarrhea, and he hopes nobody else smells it.
Do not go in there. Woo!
Alright, me hearties, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Plenty of newcomers have been adding to our Space Pirate crew lately, so it is time to ask the obligatory question.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo!
We now have 82,000 space pirate a-holes traversing the stars in our Buccaneer crew, and as is the custom on this channel, with every 1,000 subscribers, I add a new ship to the fleet in order to house the new guys. This time, one of you recommended the SRF-003 Colonists from Star Ocean, a franchise that I have never gotten into, but I always wanted to try. Hopefully someday soon I'll get the chance, but if you have any suggestions for future ships, drop them into the comment section below and I'll add them to the long list. Super chats get bumped to the top of the list with other super chats. In any event though, thanks to everyone for being here.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
But alright, let's talk about this goober games journalist who tried so hard to defend Dragon Age the Veilguard. He really wanted this game to be a success so he could rub it in our faces. Never forget that for these so-called journalists, their real goal these days is not to inform you of anything other than how much they hate you and how much you are wrong about everything. Journalism used to be a way to protect the people from big business and from government. Now it's become a way of protecting big business and government from the people. It's a total inversion because they are corrupt. There's no other way to say it. But yeah, Jason here was one of the primary cheerleaders for Dragon Age when it came out last week. He was bragging that it was on the top of the Steam charts, all while guys like myself were telling everyone to chill out because that was fairly meaningless. The game was always going to hit the top 1 or 2 spots on the Steam charts just based on the fact that it has Dragon Age in the title. But now this bozo has gone ahead and deleted this tweet. And you have to ask yourself, why would someone do that? And the answer is because the dude is completely embarrassed by what he said now that we have a full week of data on this game. Clearly the tide has turned against him, and he didn't want to stand by what he said because he is a chicken shit. Which, to be fair, we all could have guessed that just by looking at his profile here. I mean, seriously, I try not to make fun of appearances, but sometimes I just can't help it. It's amazing that this guy here has the audacity to call gamers chuds. But anyhow, Grums, as usual, had a tweet that really summarized what's going on here. He wrote, "Legacy media reporter Jason Schreier caught in 4K, deleting his Dragon Age the Veilguard post, boasting Dragon Age was top of the charts, which he posted to dunk on the chuds. If he's deleting his Dragon Age top of the charts chud post, you know sales are trash and BioWare is in trouble. Jason hates you, he thinks you are chuds, he mocked the go woke, go broke meme, and it obviously backfired on him, and he is very well connected at the dev level with many woke studios, including BioWare. What does he know? EA has released 0 numbers. If it had sold 1 million copies in 24 hours like Stellar Blade, you would have heard about it by now. And yeah, once again, all of this information completely correlates with what we have been hearing for the past week. We've heard that sales on Dragon Age are way down, that refunds are going crazy over on Steam, that people are selling this game back to their local retail stores in droves. The retention rate for the game is extremely bad. People are playing it for a couple hours, seeing that it's nothing but gender ideological bullshit, and then they stop playing. All of this is a nightmare scenario for BioWare and their defenders. Back on Halloween, when the game came out, they got so excited to see that several tens of thousands of people were playing this game on Steam concurrently. They were thrilled that it was number 1 on the platform, and they assumed this meant that they were going to be able to cruise to an easy victory over those of us calling the game out. But that ship has sailed, and this tweet backfired. The only thing more embarrassing than a very stupid and arrogant tweet is being caught quietly deleting that tweet. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your mockery of Dragon Age and game journalists into the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.